This is a story of Britain, but Britain as we very rarely see her, from above.
Britain, the hour before dawn. 60 million plus souls slumbering as the night sky wheels overhead. For the moment, all seems at peace. But not for long. Dawn is breaking over the east coast of Scotland, over the city of London, over the farmlands of East Anglia, and already we're on the move. Millions of cows are heading to milking parlours. A few hardy swimmers are taking their first dip of the day. Dotted around the country are just a handful of vast facilities. These are the fuel pumps, the gas tanks, the batteries of our national machine. On the banks of the Mersey, Stanlow Refinery is loading its daily output of 11 million litres of petrol into waiting tankers. Bacton Gas Terminal in Norfolk is pumping out gas piped from as far afield as Siberia. In Yorkshire, it's mid-morning and Drax Power Station is running at 100% of its peak output. This one power station can supply 7% of the nation's electricity, enough to power over 6 million homes. The first commuter trains are winding through the Sussex countryside. Satellite tracking shows our skies filling with aircraft from every part of the world. And out in the Channel, great container ships are making for our ports. High above, the Dover Coast Guard's spotter planes taking to the air. They're monitoring the busiest shipping lane in the world, the English Channel. But however busy these waters might be in the first hours of the day, it's nothing compared to what's about to happen back on land. Felixstowe Container Docks, the biggest port in Britain. Almost 100 vessels a week berth here. This quayside can hold 60,000 40-foot containers at any one time. And it's the first link in a national network that keeps us stocked with everything from aspirin to roller skates, toilet paper to tea bags. Here at Alconbury in East Anglia, 2,400 containers are stacked down the entire length of a disused airfield. Almost all our stuff is shipped to us by road. But all of these trucks require a further network of warehouses and distribution centres to keep them on the move. This is just one distribution warehouse for one major supermarket. It's the size of 13 football pitches. And it keeps a large swathe of the northwest supplied with fruit, vegetables, milk and bread. Here, hundreds of drivers, pickers and packers are engaged in a 24-hour race against the clock every day of the week. Stock is shipped in from other vast stores. In the central Heinz warehouse, just up the road, robots flicker between 100-foot-high towers of mayonnaise and ketchup. As pallets of baked beans are being offloaded onto fleets of waiting trucks, every movement is timed to the minute.
But already there are the first stirrings of something much greater. Think of it as a national machine with its fingers in every part of this country. We're about to witness a nationwide mass migration. Over the next 2 hours, some 36 million people will be on the move. It's the morning rush hour.
There was a time when the British commute was just a single tide of humanity, converging from the suburbs into the city. But now we explode in a multitude of directions. We're heading for city centres more than ever. But we're also flocking to out-of-town business parks and offices. Ferrying our children to school miles from home. Between 7 and 10 a.m, almost 1 million of us squeeze ourselves onto trains. Tens of thousands of buses muscle themselves onto our roads. And 15 million private motor vehicles cram the streets. And it's the same from one end of the country to the other. London, Birmingham, Belfast, Manchester, Glasgow, Bristol.